Hey everyone, so I just came back from the big box store and I spent way too much on this. I think it was $5.98 for this little thing of rosemary, and I did that in part because I wanted rosemary, and two, so I can show you how you can get more bang for your buck. So rosemary is a type of plant that really likes water propagation. And what that means is I'm going to take a piece of some of this newer growth, so I want to avoid the really woody parts, and I'm going to grow a new plant from that clipping. A lot of you may have heard this with things like succulents. Those are really popular, or grafting with trees. This is how I get herbs from one plant. So all we're going to do is find a branch that has new growth. So see, this one's really dark and woody, and then it changes colors, and this is the newer growth. And probably just at this bend here looks like a good place. I am going to snip a piece of that off. Okay, so we have our piece, and then from like fourth of the way up, a little bit, maybe half, I'm gonna strip all of these leaves so that it is just the bare stem left. And don't worry, I'm gonna dry this out so that I can have even more rosemary. So now I have leaves and then bare stem. I accidentally stripped it a little bit, but it should be fine. And then we're just gonna stick it in water. That's it. I'm gonna do a couple more pieces. You also don't need anything fancy like this. You can just use a glass of water. That's totally fine. But what you want to do is try and keep, I'll finesse this a little bit, but try and keep the leaves out of the water and just the stem in the water to avoid mold. So I'm gonna plant this guy out like normal. I'm gonna take this rosemary inside to dry out, and that'll be an herb that I can use. And then in about a week's time, after changing the water daily, you'll have a bunch of new plants. Now you can either let the roots grow longer than this, or you can plant them as is. So that is how I turned one plant into 6. So thanks everyone for following along. I'll keep you updated. Talk to you later. Bye.